Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today, we got a nice day up here in upstate New York, so we're gonna pull the Mustang out and maybe give her a wash. She's a little dirty. She's been sitting in there for quite a bit now, a couple months. I've been starting her regularly, make sure she starts up. Might be a little rough start today, but we'll get her going, pull her out, and basically I'm just gonna go over why I think you should buy one of these cars in 2024 and some of the best and worst features that I like about it. So yep, let's get to it. So we're gonna start off with the interior of this car. Honestly, a lot of people that I hear about with these cars say they don't really like all the hard plastic, early 2000s. Everybody was making it with hard plastic back then, but I kind of like it. Like, not a lot of stuff really too wrong with it. I mean, plastic after a while it breaks, but I'll get a few shots of it for you guys so you can see what it's looking like. It's fairly clean. The only thing is with this one, on the front seats especially, there's a little bit of cracking in the leather, but that's to be expected. That I had when I got it, actually. It was like that, so the previous owner must have sat in the sun a little bit. Didn't really condition the leather or anything, but yeah. Another thing is, as you'll see on these side panels, a lot of the other S197s, it's almost like a softer vinyl on there that I see almost all of them all the time. It peels off, but mine is also the hard plastic, which is a nice feature that I like. It's a lot easier than having to replace that. I've seen a lot of people. Also, my my shifter, it's automatic. The little like track thing is broken off, which you'll see too. I'll get a couple shots of it. But besides that, it's not terrible. I definitely like it. It's definitely comfortable, especially with the leather seats. You got a lot of room up front, but obviously at the cost of people behind you. They aren't gonna have a lot of room. Well, assuming you have people behind me. I don't really drive that many people. If I do, it's one other person and they sit next to me. So yeah, but I'll get a few shots and yeah, then we'll move on to the next thing. Next up, one of the things I absolutely love about this car actually is the aftermarket scene for it. There's so many, aftermarket parts. It makes it a lot easier to find them, and they're relatively cheap. I haven't done too much to mine. I got Roush cold air intake, Roush catback exhaust, and some cosmetic stuff like the lights, but I'll show that to you guys in a second. So as you can see, one of my favorite aftermarket cosmetic things that I did was all the lights on it. I really like these headlights from Raxium, as well as the fog lights. They got the halos on them. And then I did go with the smoke turn signals just because the orange ones, they don't look the greatest on the blue and a lot of the other colors. I'll put a picture of them up so you can see what they look like, but I think the smoked ones just look so much better. And coming around, California special. Obviously, you don't have to go with this trim. This trim more expensive than some of the other ones out there, but you definitely don't have to. Actually brings me to one of my next things about this car that I would definitely consider a pro. The price point of it, it's not too expensive. It's a great starter car for anybody like me, young, not too much money, but maybe been working a job for a little bit, got some money saved up for down payment, or maybe even like a high mileage one. They're not too much. You could probably find high mileage ones for around like 7-8 grand even. I've seen them go for, but if you want like the higher trim packages, you get somewhere around like 10 to 12 grand you can find them for, and even the low mileage ones too. But yeah, that's definitely something that's really nice about them as well. And now we're going to talk about something that, you know, you hear quite a lot with these cars. You know, they're not making as much power as a 5.0. Oh, 5.0 makes a lot more power, yeah. Well, I just think, like, you know, if it's like your first car, especially if you're a young guy, young girl, you know, you don't have that experience with power, you know, it might be a little better for you, you know, get some experience with a little more power than maybe like, you know, your mom or dad's like little 4-door sedan. But as I said before, you know, there's like a lot of aftermarket parts on the scene for these, so it shouldn't be too expensive to at least make a little bit more power. Like I said, I got the Roush cold air intake. I have a exhaust from a tune from Bama, and a Roush catback exhaust. Hopefully in the spring, I'm looking to do some long tubes and high flow catted X pipe. But till then, man, I'm gonna be waiting to drive her, because you know I don't drive her in the winter with all the salt on the roads here in New York. But at least we got a nice day out here. I'm not gonna take her out, but you know, thought I'd pull her out, give her a wash at least. And that's gonna bring me to some of my final points here. You know, another thing is, I think personally has one of the best sounding V8s out there. You know, Coyote, a little too raspy for me. I don't know, some people like it, but I like that low tone, you know. I don't know if you heard it when I was backing it out, but I'll try to get another exhaust clip again for you, edit in here. But yeah, other than that, like, all around solid car, great first car if you're, you know, looking to get into like muscle cars or sports cars, that type of thing. But yeah, definitely I would buy one if I were you. It's a great car, super fun. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. If you liked the video, don't forget to subscribe. Gonna be making some more. I know this is probably my first video on the channel, but yeah, I'm gonna hopefully try and make some more. Gotta be a little creative with what I can do when I can't drive her. But you know, give me suggestions, comments, tips, how I can improve it. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys.